Hello, good morning, and welcome again to Twitch show. For the first time in, I would say, 44 hours, we will have the chance to talk with one of the parts of the handball. It's not just about the teams or the fans, it's also about the referees or delegates. And here with me, Hansen and Jesper. Madsen, welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, how are you? How was this experience to referee in the Final Four?
It's amazing. We are very good. We sleep very good. Now we are close to vacation, so it's very nice.
I wanted to ask you because I was before this interview. I was there and they were preparing everything for the final and for the show. And how you can go out to the field after all this presentation and after everything? I mean, when the music is so loud, the people are cheering. Are you just focused on to be ready for the game, or you're also enjoying this part of the show?
I think I would lie if I said that I was not enjoying, because this is just a big celebration of handball, right? And handball is such an integrated part of the Jesper's and my life. So we're really celebrating just to see all this stuff and to be a part of it is a huge honor.
When we stood in the corner before the match, it was 50 minutes before, and all this pre-match show starts, I get goosebumps, and then I look at Madsen and said, "Hey West, this is why we're doing this. This is why we train. This is why we make our private life, our working life in a special way, so we can be a part of this. This is why we're doing this." That was the last words before we entered the court. It was so nice.
No, yeah, for sure. I wanted to ask you, first of all, how was the game yesterday? It was a tough match, definitely. But after the match, are you these ones of the referees that you want to watch it immediately again, or you're waiting like a couple of hours, or maybe the day after to rewatch the match and then to talk between you, or maybe with your delegates to clip all the game and then to analyze the key actions?
I think it depends a little bit about the game, because sometimes we have individual sequences we want to see right after the game. From the game yesterday, I didn't have the chance to watch it in full length already, but we will definitely do that the coming days.
We have a mental coach in the federation, both in EHF and IHF, and when we speak with him, we get a new point of view, actually. And the sentence is, today we celebrate, tomorrow we start work hard again. Because as a referees, we have very often start to focus on our mistakes and how to do that better. We are really trying to enjoy, to be in the moment, and today we celebrate and tomorrow we start work again. So actually yesterday we were quite okay. Of course we see some situations, but we celebrate and we were having good time, and today we will start our analyze.
You were talking about this mental coach. How different was the referee when you started till now? Because, for example, here we have George. I'm sure like 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, like nobody thought that it was okay. Maybe it's important for the referees to have a support, to have a guy, telling them what they have to do, how they have to manage. I mean, how was the big difference between when you started and now?
This is only a question from us.
Yeah, because I'm so old or what? Yes. Yeah, no, but it is a huge difference, because everything has become much more professional, and I would say that from my side, it's really important that we start working on the mental preparation and the mental well-being of the referees, because honestly, of course, our physical preparation is also very important, but it's the mental stuff who's deciding if we are going to do a good job or a bad job. And we have to be very confident in what we do in the field. And I can assure you, if you start doing bad decisions, it will, come like in a circle, because you will keep on doing bad decisions if you are not mentally healthy. And that's the reason why, as Jesper said, that now we have mental resources within the federations, which is very important.
I think you said before that you slept pretty good. Is it easy to sleep after a game like this? Because I mean, as a players, I mean, most of the players were here. I was talking with Victor Tomás or with Raúl Enterrios. They told me that after a game like this, it's so hard. I mean, before the game, the night before, and the night after, it's so hard to sleep.
No, it's lucky us. We have the first match yesterday,
Yeah,
so we have some hours to put out the adrenaline. But no, it's very difficult to sleep.
No, but honestly, it's mainly the biggest problem is the games at night or late in the evening, because in that case, very often we fall asleep 3 or 4 during the night.
And like when there's 20,000 people there cheering, yelling for their teams, like at some point, I'm pretty sure that you forget about it. I mean, you're just focused on the game and the referees, the players and the coaches. But how you can do that since the very beginning? Because I'm pretty sure that it's a little bit overwhelmed to go there, and it's like, wow, okay, Laxas Arena, 20,000 people cheering. Everyone is so, I mean, come on, the players and the coaches and the teams, they have their own expectations, so they want to win, and they're pushing so much. And how you can manage like all of this, because it's not just the players or the coaches, it's also, okay, you have to also talk with the delegate. Yesterday, one of the things that I was behind one of the benches, and one of the things that surprised me the most is like how hard is the delegates. I mean, how hard is the work, like they work, because they have a lot of things to do. It's not just to go to the coach and please sit down. It's just, they have to manage a lot of things. So how you can manage everything, like not just the players, also the coaches and everything?
No, I have to say that I think the most important thing in this case is that we are professionals. This is our job, right? And we are used to do it, and we are in some kind of bubble, right? Where of course we feel that the atmosphere is intense and so on and so on. But as long as our cooperation is on the top, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's 500 or 20,000. I have to say it's just a privilege. The more people, the better.
Yeah, I can only say the same as when you blow the whistle for the match to start, then you're in a bubble. Also, people always ask us, what about the coaches? They are always screaming at you. Honestly, 9 out of 10 times I don't even hear them.
Yeah.
Because I'm so much into the game, I'm focused, I'm concentrated, and I cooperate with Mads, so we don't see them. So it's so nice that we have this task distribution with the delegates. They're working the benches. I don't use any energy for them. I really focus on the 40-20.
And I mean, both of you, you have more experience in this kind of matches. But how can help you all this experience to manage everything? Like, I'm sure it's not the first situation that you're talking with the players or in a pretty, I don't know, like tough situation or whatever, 2 minutes or whatever. How experience is important in these kind of matches?
I think it's like the players and the coaches, that the more you put in your backpack, the better you are on the field, right? And I think it's no difference to the refereeing. And I would also say that the cooperation between Jesper and I has a great importance, because we really need to know what we think in between, and we really need to know how we can trust in each other. That's a really a big issue when you go into a handball court.
It's from my side, it's really to find the balance between details and the big picture.
Yeah.
In these matches is really to find the balance in this, because when we have maybe a lower level match in Denmark, we have to focus on more details, and here there's maybe less details. Just to find the correct picture for everybody, so everybody understands what we are doing. But sometimes we are forced to go into details, and sometimes just big pictures. And this is really the main balance for us, to find this.
I want to say that people, I want to encourage people to ask questions to our referee couple if they want. And talking about the Danish league, what is the main difference between the European Handball or Champions League and the Danish league? What would you say?
I would say that there's a huge difference in the physics, especially in the Champions League, especially within the top teams. The players, they are weighing 10 to 20 kilos more, so the game is a bit different. But there's also difference in culture, because sometimes, especially in Scandinavia, we have a certain kind of that we have to discuss everything. And I think that's a change compared to the teams from, if you go to the teams from Eastern Europe or maybe also the Southern Europe part. In Denmark, sometimes it's a bit of a discussion club. We don't discuss that much within the Champions League. So I think that for me that's actually the biggest difference, being a referee on the court.
Yeah, but we also use our personality, because actually both Matt and I would like to discuss a lot, but I can kill the discussion. Mads is impossible. Mads will always discuss. So we move into some roles, because I would also like to speak a lot, but if I speak as much as Mads, Mads will be 3 hours. So this is also personality and how to set up a referee pair.
We have the first question from Gurpstro. Do you think that VAR in handball, is instant replay, is slowing down the game of handball?
Until now, no. I think we have managed to do the video replay in a quite good manner. And I also have to say that to handle these top games in the Champions League without video replay, it's more or less impossible. If we want justice to be filled, we need the video replay. And as we see in a game like yesterday, in these crucial moments, if we don't have the chance to see the replay, we really have no chance to do the right decision. And for instance, one of the situations yesterday, we would definitely have pointed out the wrong player if we didn't have the chance to go for the replay.
Well, talking about the video replay, we had ready, I think, the
Racic back in the right back position at the moment.
From yesterday, I think here we can see the Kielce goal, and after that, immediately, I would say, like from this perspective, from this angle, I think was definitely something that you need to check. Because I don't know how you felt it during the game. It was clear, or
it was quite clear.
Okay.
But just to kill any doubt, we take, of course, the video proof when we have the system. And in this case, if the ball has passed the line, then there was a second topic: is the execution of the throw, was that correct? So if the ball was inside, you can see the situation when they are executing the throw. I don't think it will be a goal in any case. So in this case, it was very, very nice also for the players. I think that we can say definitely no goal. Otherwise, we had feel a lot of pressure.
But I also have to point out another thing is that from everybody's angle now, they trust much more in our decisions because now they know we got a second opinion, right? And as long as it's not making the games be maybe 10 or 15 minutes longer, for us it's one of the biggest steps we have taken into handball is that we have the video replay.
But maybe I wanted to ask you because I'm pretty sure even with the video replay, some players are even arguing, or after going there and spending a couple of minutes watching the action, maybe they still want to argue. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty, I don't know, it's just a funny situation that yeah, I mean, after video, I think it's pretty, I don't know how many replays you have, like 3 or 4 replays from different angles. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that you made the right decision for sure.
No, but I think we can make it an even better product, because the problem now is especially people sitting in the arena, they don't get this experience. Yeah. So you are actually better suited when you sit in your couch at home, because you can see all the different angles. And from the refereeing side, we would love that people would have an even better view when they go to the arena, because the game is so fast, right? They have no chance to see all the details.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, like, completely different side of the interview. How did you meet each other?
In handball.
Okay. but I mean, how? Because if I'm not wrong, you had a different referee couple, yeah. And then how you came together? I mean, of course, did you know before each other? But did you have any experience refereeing together before?
We have had some matches in Denmark as a split couple. My former colleague, he was quitting because of private reasons, and then I have a season in between, where I whistle with a lot of different referees in Denmark, but still whistles. So, and then I have some matches with Mads, and then this COVID situation came, and then the season stops, and then Mads will explain. I think he's part of the
Yeah, actually, it's hard to say when Jesper is in this combination that it's a match made in heaven. But honestly, it was because we were both in a situation where we had two possibilities. One was to quit our refereeing career, and the other one was to team up and make this cooperation. And I have to say here, 2 years after we started our cooperation, now we have participated in the Euro, in the World Championship, in the Olympics, and now the Final Four, right? So I think it was a quite good decision, even though the life with Jesper is quite difficult, but I have to live from it.
One question that I did during the Euro to so many referees, it was like, what did you start refereeing? I mean, what was the main decision, or what was your story behind?
For me, it was quite easy. I was a referee, and I was a coach, and I was a player. And then I think, why are these referees so bad? And then I think, if I can't do it better myself, I can't complain. So I started as a referee. So for many seasons, I was a coach, I was a trainer, and I was a referee. And then I have to make a decision because of time, and then I go with the refereeing. Yeah, now I'm here.
Yeah, and I can add up that I was an awful handball player.
But that's also one of the most common stories.
Refereeing was my only chance to become a part of the Final Four, right?
Well, you also can be a journalist, like that's my example, if you're not good enough. I want to talk with both of you. If you can, we can move on there and talk about the position of the.
We move to the other side?
Yeah, maybe only one of you, or maybe you can stay there. Yeah, you can stay there, then you can come here with me.
Yes, I'll try.
Yeah, I think now it's better. You can put the micro next to you. Because always we see the referees in kind of this situation, and of course makes sense, you know. But I also want to talk about how you split the tasks. So what's, like, if you're, for example, here, what's your task here? So what do you have to take care of it? I don't know, if you want, I mean, you can play as much as you want, but just tell me a little bit.
This is quite basic, actually. The one who is here is controlling the goal area, mostly. And then you have the referees up here. He will also take care in this area a little bit. But our main focus is always here, and we will really use our communication system, because when you are here, you have the view like 99% of the one who is involved in the match. So we always call in from here what we are seeing, and then this is an input for him. So this is standard task distribution. But now we also have the 7 against 6, and that's difficult because then we have two line players, one over here and one is coming in now. Yeah. And I don't know with your eyes, but my eyes can't see it here and here. That's impossible. So we are working on this. Referee is moving more like this. And normally, this is the referee who will whistle the 7 meter. But we are working on that this referee also can whistle for a 7 meter, because if he focus on this area and I'm focused over here, then his position and his view is better for a 7 meter. This is a new way of thinking the movement and the task distribution and refereeing for our side.
One question. I always had this argue with my referee friends. If we can imagine here, there's like this. Like we're here, of course it's like a mixed defense. What is your point? Of course, I mean, this referee should be here like this? Or what's it? Because of course, I mean, as far as you are from the action, I would say this referee has more work, like more things to do. So I don't know.
No, but honestly, I think we have to put it into another frame, because the most important thing is to be dynamic, and we need to benefit from 4 eyes instead of 2, right? So we need to be dynamic in our positioning in the field. It cannot be static, and that's the reason why. This old way of thinking that we have to change every 5 minutes or whatever, it makes no sense at all. And I have the feeling that now we have been working in pairs, right, for the last 50 years, right, in handball. And I have the feeling that some of the other sports, they have actually incorporated to bring in a third referee. And I have to say, especially in the top games, it would be nice to have 6 eyes instead of 4.
But then it would be one referee here, one in the middle, and one there.
Yeah, no. My feeling is that if we had a third set of eyes, it would be around. It would be around here, right? Because in that case, you could have a referee covering this.
So more
area.
like maybe like basketball.
Yeah,
like
exact. And now I'm not saying that we are going to change that or we have to change it, but it would definitely give us some better possibilities than we have now.
Well, it's better, of course, better than 4.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the problem is the cooperation, because now we are used to have the cooperation between 2 referees. And if we should do this in the future, we really have to practice. We tried this in Denmark. We tried it actually with 3 referees. We tried it with 4 referees. And it was not working very well because we only had the chance to do it in a couple of games. So we really need to have a much more experience if we should add on a third referee. But I know they have been doing it in basketball. I think they have been doing it in ice hockey as well. And they have been doing it with success, so why not?
One question, are you used to talk a lot during the match or not? I mean, I know there are a lot of different couples that they love to talk every single second, or just if it's something important?
We speak a lot to each other,
okay.
Really a lot. Also because our strategy is to communicate a lot to each other from here. Also, our view at the sport is advantage, and from the backside, it's very easy to say, hey, come on, play on, when you maybe focus on some details from here. So we are coaching each other during the whole match.
And then we are working with, how to say it, a second opinion.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have a bad angle, and then the view could be much better from the field. And that's the reason why sometimes we can actually manage to call a decision from the other referee. We have time for it. And
last question, and then we are back. Can you tell, or can we just tell us about it, the new rules? Like the new rules from the next season. If I'm not wrong, there's the passive situation. Instead of 7, it's 4.
Instead of 6, it's 4.
Passes, it's 4 passes.
Yeah.
Then what's the second one?
It's the throw off.
Okay.
Yeah, but actually now we have the circle here, and the change is going to be that today you have to stand still on the middle.
Okay.
When you start the game, now you will have a throw-off circle, so you just have to be inside the circle to start the game. That's the change.
Okay.
So my feeling is that it will make the handball even faster. I guess it's fast now, right? What was the score in our game yesterday? It was 30, close to 80 goals.
35, 37, something like that.
There's a lot of matches with 70, 75 goals now. So.
But honestly, this change is definitely going to be made, because today, more or less every throw-off is taken in a wrong way. Because nobody is standing, everybody is running. The wing players, they are always starting too fast. So now maybe the referees, they will get a better chance to start the game in a correct way.
Yeah, if you can't beat them, join.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, let's go back. And for the last part of the interview, I wanted to ask you, because there's people waiting us, this journalist quiz, if I'm not wrong, after that. I wanted to ask you 10 questions to both of you, really quick questions, quick answers, okay? Ooh. So, I want to start, you can answer like not at the same time, but maybe you can start first, second, and then we switch. Okay, a place to go on holidays?
The States.
Yeah, for me, the States, I'm going to Florida this summer holiday, so
okay, perfect. Your favorite place in Denmark?
My house.
In which city or which region?
Herning in Jylland.
Nice.
Midtjylland.
Yeah.
Favorite place in Denmark? Oh, that's difficult. I would definitely not say Herning, because in that case, Jesper, the possibility is that Jesper is there. No, I love Aarhus. That's one of my favorite places.
Yeah. My first time in Denmark was this a couple of months ago, 1 month ago in Viborg for the EHF final.
Yeah.
So pretty nice country. Yeah, definitely. Better weather than
and
here.
Nice people, right?
Nice, for sure. That's the best. For you, the best player of all time?
Balic.
Nice.
I think I go with Landin.
Okay. Well, best goalkeeper of all time. Then you have to think about it.
Landin.
And then you can tell me a player that is not a goalkeeper. Then
a player that is not a goalkeeper. Oh, there's so many players. I have to say that now Kirill, he stopped. Lasov, he is an amazing player.
Okay. Best referee all time. Can be active or retired.
I would say that no, but now our Spanish colleagues just stopped. For me, the best referee couple in my time is definitely Oscar and Angel, amazing referees.
Nice. I really like them.
Yeah.
What is the most difficult situation to referee? So it's like for both of you, what's the most difficult? 7 meters, offensive fouls.
The most difficult is the most difficult is that when we have teams which is more or less playing only 1 against 1, because the more decisions in a game we have to take, the more difficult it will be, because the chance for making bad decisions is much bigger. It's much easier when you have players shooting from the outside, right? Yeah. And second, I would say games where the balls are not going into the goal, right? where we have to choose between attackers' fault, 9 meters, 7 meters, etc. That's also very difficult.
Okay. Do you like pizza with pineapple?
No.
No?
For sure not.
Okay, then we can be friends, no problem. People will love you in the chat, so no problem. Well, we have a question, maybe. Yeah, we can. I have a question. I recently watched the Danish playoff and it was amazing, but the refs, microphone, and the fact that we could hear the conversation between refs and the players in the different situations. Even thought I don't understand a word of Danish. Do you think we will have these in Champions League anytime soon?
But honestly, it's not up to us. It's not up to us.
I think I can answer that. I think maybe not soon, but maybe I think a couple of seasons.
We have been doing this for 3 seasons now in Denmark.
We were talking before that. And
exactly. It's everybody is very happy about it. Television, of course, but referees as well, because it's giving a feeling that it's not that easy to referee a handball game.
Sure. Okay, last 3 questions. Referee friend from another country?
Our Croatian guys there's here, they are really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But we have a lot of friends.
Of course,
we have a lot of friends, especially because we have been in the business so long. So a lot of old friends as well.
The best championship or a match that you remember? Not maybe not because of your performance, but maybe because of the experience or the feeling that you had.
Yeah, but I have a lot. I did the World Cup final in 2017 in Paris. It was for me. It's one of the best games I've been involved in. But I would say that Jesper and we have already had a lot of memorable matches, and the one yesterday, I guess, it was one of the most intense we have had together, right?
Last question. Finish the sentence. That's probably the most difficult one. The referees for handball are.
Crazy, I think.
Respectful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here. I think also people, they love it to have a referee point of view of this EHF Final Four. And for all of you, we will have a short break and we will be back with the experts quiz. So, thank you guys.